You are always acting on what you value most. There is no should in that. That is the lesson in awareness. That is the crack of light. If you want to figure out who you are, do not pay attention to what you say, pay attention to what you do over and over and over and over again. We always do what we value most. Always. No exceptions. In any given moment, we are always doing what we value most, which is why we get stuck in particular seasons. There is a competing set of values that we are not relinquishing that is keeping us from getting to the next goal. Let me give you an easy example. For all my gym bros, you ever gone to the gym? Seen somebody pushing an insane amount of weight, but their form is horrific, right? They're gonna break their fucking shoulder if they keep doing that. Have you ever tried correcting that person? No, because you know it's a waste of time. Why? Because the value of looking good, I'm pushing a bunch of weight, means more to them than doing it right and building correct muscle structure. Until what happens? Until they get injured. And then they go, oh, maybe I value not being injured more than pushing weight incorrectly. This is humanity. The design protocol for humanity, which is mostly genius as far as I can tell, is we learn through pain and fear until we awaken. Hopefully we will at some point. Most people learn through pain and fear, unfortunately. Which is why if you have a business without standards, you don't have a business, unfortunately.
You're focused on building and developing leaders, helping people grow, and enhancing their ability to quickly assimilate new knowledge. Are you providing that person with more opportunities? They're not in the same position as someone else, right? This individual is growing and progressing much faster, so you think, I'll feed in this guy in particular.
I'm always optimizing for growth. Yes. So there's the shooting stars. They come into the business and they look like this. They have this natural talent, and it's natural, meaning it isn't something they really worked for. We could say it's God-given or it's innate. It's their natural ability. Not all people with natural ability do this, but there is a particular group that are called shooting stars. They get out the gate and they look really good. Like, man, they are picking this shit up quick. They're not actually picking up anything quick. They're just utilizing their current skill set in a way that makes them look like they're getting it quick. And then they hit their ceiling. And I really don't know who I have until I see them hit their ceiling. And their ceiling looks different to different people. But it's where they stall out. It's where they plateau. It's where they lose interest. It's where they get distracted. It's where they get challenged. It's when they don't get a result they want. Then what do? Most of them go, shooting star. They collapse. Why? Because they've never actually learned how to grow. By the way, this isn't just in business. The people do this in relationship. It's the person who's a serial dater. They get to a certain part in the relationship, and then once it gets to that part, they're like, I'm out, and they go to the next relationship. And they really mastered that first 6 months. So fuck, it's good for 6 months, right? But as soon as we get through the honeymoon phase, they just move on. Easier to go find somebody new. Just keep reliving that first 6 months of relationship. This time. Yeah, you all know that person, or you are that person. It's the same thing when I look at a resume. It's like, wow, you did a different job every 6 to 12 months. Why is that? Boss was an asshole. Management sucks. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I just didn't really like the people I worked with. Weird. That's 3 for 3. Could they be telling the truth? The answer isn't zero chance. But what do they all have in common? What do all those experiences have in common?